Oh, you should have seen the video last night. I put up the death cult revealed or whatever. These people were holding hands, singing around, talking about death to democracy, death to America. America is over. You know, it was like a complete and total death cult for America. It was out of control.
No, these are bad people. I mean, it's like I let my son watch old TV a couple nights a week. We're watching Hawaii Five-0. And I was a kid watching Hawaii Five-0 where the communists are real nasty and we're going to shoot some people in the back and then we're going to bring everything down and burn everything because we're evil. And I'm like, you know, when I was a kid, I'm like, that's an exaggeration. There aren't people like that. Then you get around communists and, man, they know they're evil. They don't want to help people. They want to run everything and be able to have us tied up and stomp our guts out because they're little pot-bellied cowards, Joe.
Yeah, exactly. There was one white girl started speaking in front of colored people. And she started speaking and wouldn't shut up because she wanted to say something. And this person of color decided he was going to grovel to her feet and beg the white lady if she could, if he could speak before her, and kind of, laughing at her and mocking her. And the video's up as well. I put that up last night. But the insanity out here is not running short. The tank is full and it's not running empty anytime soon.
Well, I'll tell you, this is what having it too easy does. These people are all on assistance. I don't care what color they are. They're a bunch of bums. They're into weird, sick stuff, and they've never had to actually do anything in their life, and they are mentally ill. They are degenerates, and they want to bring us down. They don't like the fact that we want to build things. They don't like the fact that we're into beauty. They don't like the fact we're into success. They don't like real liberals, and they're coming for us. Joe Biggs, we'll talk to you more. Fabulous job. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I'm going to take a few of your phone calls after we finish up with Knight. Knight, what else is on your agenda? What else are you noticing? I hope you go out. I know you've already done this. Talk to folks about what they believe in, their socialism, their communism, wanting our guns. I think that's really key to document now. You've also documented how they've, stolen it from the delegates, so great job. I mean, I've got to tell you, InfoWars, Drudge, others, we are the new media. We're not the alternative media. We are dominating coverage. I'm not bragging. I mean, we're getting more traffic, I know for a fact, than the major CNN shows. It's incredible. I mean, normally 4, 5, 6 million YouTube views a day. We're getting way more than that just on YouTube. You count terrestrial radio. You count all our other platforms. We are reaching just a sickening amount of people. This is very, very exciting.
Well, Alex, you're talking about burning flags and everything. I guess that's why they have so few of them on the stage. But they really are doubling down with it, as we saw them rehearsing in there with Katy Perry, as much red, white, and blue symbolism as they can come up with. But I find it kind of interesting that the socialists, the communists here, are now going full-on McCarthy with these leaks. They've been embarrassed by these leaks, and now they continue to say it's Russia, red baiting like it's the 1950s. It's absolutely amazing. Remember, it was the House Un-American Activities Committee, the HUAC. Well, they just need to change the H from House to Hillary, and we're right back to the old McCarthyism that we had before. But we're going to be talking to people. We've been looking. We saw a couple of people at one point in time. We're on our way to another event that we're here with Everytown. So we want to get some people engaged on this gun control issue, because I'm sure that's going to be a key part of Hillary Clinton's speech tonight. And I want to get some of these people to explain to us why we shouldn't be allowed to protect ourselves when we're in the midst of all of this heavy, heavy security. You have to have a card to come in and get into this area.
Sure, I would ask further. I would ask these people, why does Hillary have security, or why does a movie star have security? Well, if you're not rich, you can't afford the security.
And why do you have to have ID cards in order to vote for your Democrat candidate? Isn't that racist? We're told that that's racist when they want to do that in North Carolina. They want to get people's picture ID, but you have to have all kinds of ID.
Ooh, that's a great point. They're even kicking the real voters out, the real delegates, and putting fake ones in. So they're talk about Jim Crow. Great job. Thank you so much, David Knight.
Thank you, Alex.
All right. Amazing to have our reporters there. And I keep saying amazing, amazing. I don't normally use it that much, but they're really doing a great job. And you're doing a great job, listeners. You helped build this operation. We're going to come back, take a few calls. I'm going to go to Kent, and I'm going to go to Raymond and Gwen and Chris and Bill. I'll get to everybody. I appreciate you holding. We are also going to be covering a lot of other news. Tucker Carlson's going to be joining us. First off, though, we're running a special, a sale that is hands down the biggest we've ever had. 40% off on things like Brain Force, 40% off on many other products like storable food. Again, we see the storable food maybe once a year, 30% off. It's already super high quality, lowest price you're going to find out there. But My Patriot's the biggest in the country now, and because they're such good quality, and they're all about, we pack it that week, we ship it to you. Everywhere else, it just tends to have back order. They have gotten a little bit back ordered, but I'm told that's when they talked to them last week. They're now not back ordered. They have it in supply, so that means your order will come directly to you. But they told me I need to only run the special for a couple days because it will get back ordered. So, and they don't want to do that to their other suppliers either. So InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWars Select is powered by My Patriot. 20 to 40% off depending on the package. 40% off on Brain Force. 20% off on the water filtration systems. So many other specials, 30% on Super Male and Super Female, everything across the board, huge discounts. And then your purchase of the products, things that help you have a cleaner body, better health, I mean, just across the board, then funds this operation that no one can doubt is devastating the New World Order. And I do it with good cheer. I'm happy to do it. It's very, very exciting because risking your life is very, very exciting for a good cause. But we're going to go all the way, in, through, and beyond. It's that quote from the Black Hole. In, through, and beyond. We're going. We're not stopping, ever. We're committed, and we're going with God as our standard. Life. Stay with us. No one even cares. They're breaking our will. That it turns out, for months, you search presidential candidate U.S., you don't get Donald Trump on Google's display. It only shows Hillary and the Green Party and the Libertarian Party. This is beyond 1984. And now TBS has deleted hilarious tweet comparing Hillary to hyenas. Well, we put it back up on Twitter, and Don Salazar just posted it, and it's going on YouTube. And here's the deal. I told YouTube this at the RNC when they were on the YouTube stage, the Young Turks that work for them, they called us up, acted like I took over, blew up, said Roger Stone was on the stage. It was all made up. We're going to Dinesh D'Souza here in 1 minute. But it's thematic of this censorship and persecution. They pulled our 3 videos of it within an hour. Didn't say copyright violation. Didn't say we took it off. Just said, sorry, unavailable. And I had to go on the internet and threaten to sue Google, which I don't want to do, but I'm going to because it's fundamental free speech. If they take down the hyenas when I put it up, we're going to play it right now. But Dinesh D'Souza was put in prison for 9 months for doing nothing. Went out and got 5 friends to give money to a political campaign. He didn't fill out a PAC form. But Hillary gets money from dictators. And his crime was having the #2 documentary in world history. Now he's already got the highest grossing film documentary of 2016. And it's only been out a week. And I want to thank our listeners. I don't have any financial interest in this. I have an interest in my kids living in somewhat of a free country. But it's all about censorship, and we have to counter it with culture and with art and with supporting information. Now, let's go ahead and play this clip. And now there's this photo of her last night with Obama, like a great white shark cresting. I mean, her actions are so evil, but I just don't know what to say anymore. I'm going to go to your calls up Dinesh goes. I appreciate people holding. We've got Tucker Carlson joining us, too. Dinesh, it was great meeting you in person. I feel like I know you, watching you since I was a kid on TV in the Reagan administration, and then obviously following your films. Congratulations, not just on your best film to date and the new book out by the same name, but congratulations on the fact that you doubled down when they threatened you and tried to destroy your life. So you're a true trailblazer and a veteran of this authoritarian system they're setting up. So it's got to feel good that despite everything they've done to you, that you're back on top.
Alex, thank you very much. No, I'm absolutely thrilled the left unleashed a whole battery of critics who tried to bash the film into submission through Rotten Tomatoes and through basically misrepresenting what the film is about. The great thing is we've had people see it, they love it, they go nuts, they tell other people. You've been telling people about it, and so word of mouth is spreading. The fate of a movie depends a lot on how it does in the opening couple of weeks, and so it's just fantastic to see people flood the theaters. We're looking to have a really big weekend this second weekend. We're crushing Michael Moore. He made a film last year, and in 5 days we have outperformed his film. And our film is already in the top 10 political documentaries of all time in 1 week.
Wow, of all time. Well, incredible. And it's a top grossing.
We're in the top 10. We're going to... My Obama film is number 2, and my film America is number 6. This
but Rotten Tomatoes says your film is 5%. Of course, there's a whole genre of films that are so bad everyone wants to go see them. So in a way, I think you may have the lowest rating ever on Rotten Tomatoes. At least they didn't just delist you. At least that they didn't just delist you like Google did.
Well, go to the right of the screen and you'll see that our audience reaction is over 80%. And so you've got probably the biggest spread between what the critics say. By the way, a lot of these critics haven't even seen the movie. They can't find one thing that's wrong with it. So what they do is they go into this kind of thrashing around invective. The film is agitprop, it's paranoid, it's delusional, etc. But the bottom line of it is they can't keep people away from seeing it.
And by the way, sir, for radio listeners, let me describe to them the Rotten Tomatoes page. This is incredible. I miss the forest for the trees. The horrible little globalist minions at Rotten Tomatoes that have disgraced themselves and discredited themselves attacking any libertine or conservative or patriotic or nationalistic film. I mean, they're well known for this. That's why a lot of folks don't go there now. Give it a 5%, but the audience rating was 82, incredibly high. So you see the total paradox there of the fraud versus the truth.
Yeah, there's a group called CinemaScore, and this is an objective, independent agency. And they interview people as they come out of the theater, and then they rate films. And it's very hard to get an A or an A minus. In fact, the only film playing in the theater right now, other than ours, that got an A minus rating is Star Trek. So from the audience reaction, these are the 2 best films that are out in the theater. And this includes the whole menu of Hollywood films that are out there this summer.
Well, I mean, your America 2016 was powerful, slick, historic, very good. I felt good watching it. It wasn't gloomy. It was almost upbeat. But you know what? Donald Trump's right. We're in deep crap. Your new film is a horror film. It's very dark. And it comes, I think, close to showing how evil she is. But it's really hard, you know, unless you actually see the kids buried and found dead at Mina with maggots all over them. So, I mean, she is a monster. And so congratulations.
Well, it's just thrilling to have this film in the theater as a kind of vaccination or antidote to the unbelievable squid-like cloud of rhetoric that's coming out of Philadelphia. First of all, to listen to that old con artist, Bill Clinton. You know, gee, if we came from Mars and had never heard him before, he might be a reasonably effective used car salesman. But to literally hear this one, given what we know, the selective Rapunzel story of Hillary, I mean, it's downright nauseating. And so I think for Republicans, our film is a great sort of protest vote. It's a way to equip yourself and arm yourself. And in a sense, it's a way of taking a shower from all the false
And we've got to deprogram my family personally. I've been so busy. I still haven't seen it, even though you had us at the premiere. I'm going to see it Saturday, but my family and friends have all been taking liberals and deprogramming them, and they're saying that the liberals already hate her and know she stole the election, so they're like being deprogrammed out of a cult right now and totally freaking out. Some people I've talked to say that liberals start crying when they leave.
This is a film that could actually have a transforming effect, not just on independent voters, but also on women, Latinos, and minorities. Now, here's something that's odd. If I were Michael Moore, the whole Democratic Party would have gotten behind me, and they'd be pushing this film for all it's worth. Weirdly, we haven't heard a whisper from the RNC. We haven't heard a whisper from the super PACs. Those are the guys who can actually take this film and drop it in the mailboxes of independent voters. They can do something with it, and they have reach and resources that we don't have. So that might change, but as of now, it's all quiet on the Republican front.
You're right. Speak more to that. I mean, because you're obviously have an astute eye working in the Reagan administration and others and know the behind-the-scenes things. I've been watching on C-SPAN just how they'll have a camera for an hour when nothing's going on, showing the political operatives. They look really upset, hateful towards each other. The